Alright guys, today we got a 2018 Nissan ROGUE here. We're going to change the oil and filter. So this is what the customer brought me. It's 0W20 oil, Mobile 1. And we got a filter here. Made by Napa, 41358 if you want to get that Napa part. So we're going to do an oil change and we're going to change this filter. It's very important you change the oil filter every time. Make sure you pay attention to the seal on the old one. It comes down with it. Sometimes the seal will stay behind. So you put a filter on, seal on the seal. Also lubricate this. So very important to make sure the seal comes down. Anyways, let's let this car off. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this drain bolt, okay? So that's the drain bolt on the passenger side wheel. Like you can't take out this one, right? This is for the transmission. Anyways, a lot of people will get confused. But anyways, right here, this is what it look like. You got the muffler going right through it. And you need a 14 millimeter. And you're gonna turn it counterclockwise. There you go, it's loose. Make sure you have a bucket for the oil to go to. You don't wanna make a big fat mess. So what I'm gonna do is, I am gonna open this, but I gotta lift my thing up and I only got one hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply just try to put my camera here somewhere. All right, there we have it. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hold this bucket right here. All right, and then I'm gonna open this slowly, and the oil will start to shoot out just like that. All right, so I'm gonna put my bucket down, and right now we have aim where it's going at, and we're gonna give a good 10. You have to give a good 10-15 minutes for this thing to drain out. Okay, so I'm gonna put my drain plug away, and I got oil in my hand. I'm gonna wipe that off. And then I am gonna wait, okay? Once the oil has finished draining. Alright guys, so once the oil has finished draining, there you go. The old oil. Still dripping a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. It's been good 20 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lock up this drain bolt here. If you have a new washer for the drain bolt, you could change it. But usually the customer bring me stuff, but they don't bring me everything that they need, alright? But once that washer really goes bad, I'll let them know because it still have life. So just hand tighten it softly, gently. Make sure it is tight. All right, and then wipe off the excessive oil. I need to go get my rag. So give it a small little touch here so you don't have a customer or your driveway oil dripping. A few drops is gonna make it look real dirty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bucket and I'm gonna push it right around this area right here because that's where the oil filter is right there. Okay, so if you look right down here, if you want to remove this cover, you can remove it. It has a whole bunch of clips, but it's not necessary. Usually most of the time they're loose. You see filter right there. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a tool such as filter removing tool. You just take that and you turn the filter. You see that how I turned it? And after that you just give it a few more turns till the oil starts to fall out, and just give it a few minutes so it can all drain out. Okay, and make sure you wipe off the excessive oil as you can see right there. All right, so you don't want no buildups on your driveway. But anyways, give it a few more turns. And then the filter will be ready to come out. More oil is gonna fall out, so be careful. Make sure this seal comes down with it, okay? Even if you see the seal come down, but make sure you still look in there. There's not another seal, because maybe somebody else messed up. You never know. And they happen to get so lucky that both of the seal just sat perfectly straight and nothing leaked out. And you don't want that seal to stay behind again. Anyways, enough of that, all right? So let's get a new filter going. All right, so here's my new filter coming up right here. So make sure you put a little bit of oil around this, as I did, all around this seal. All right, it's gonna be a little bit difficult with me with the one hand and hold the camera, but this is gonna go right in there, and you turn it till you catch the threads. Okay, make sure you catch them straight, okay? And if you feel they're not going in straight, don't put it on. Give it another try. There you go. After that, filter should just spin on, and then you just hand tighten it, guys. Give it nice and good tightness by hand. All right, so I'm gonna give it another touch, but we're done here. Make sure you wipe off the extra oil. All right, and now I'm gonna give it another touch with my other hand, because my other hand is the oil changing hand. So here goes. Not oil changing, but it's gonna give me better leverage with my left hand. I'm not lefty, but just since it's to the left, okay? But anyways, so we're done. We're gonna put the oil, and check out my another video how to reset the oil light, all right? But anyways, let's go up. All right, so this is the cap that I took off from right there. You see right here, this is where the cap goes, and use a funnel just like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put about 4.5 quarts of oil, and that's about it. You can also check it with the dipstick right here, let the engine run for like 10 seconds, and then shut it off and start it back up. And give it a good 5 minutes to settle up once you shut down, and check your oil. Okay, so here's my oil, and what I'm gonna do is open this seal up. The cap cracks open, and it does have a seal. If you don't see a seal like that, don't use it, okay? I've seen people bring me oil, no seal, and it had a dirty oil on it, or it's mixed up. Anyways, let's put this oil in. And don't forget to check out my other video, how to reset a light on this car. Okay, seems like, there you go, half a quart left. But anyways, all right guys, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And do not forget to remove this funnel. This funnel's gotta go. And make sure you put this cap on. If you don't, you're gonna have oil coming out of here, vacuum leak, check engine, lean, all kinds of stuff. Thank you, subscribe, bye-bye. See you on the next one.